Okay, so I'm really making this video just because it's a screen recording of my speedpaint, so that way, just kind of see the process that I go through, but also so that I could talk to you, the viewers. So, yeah, I really just wanted to talk about. Also, I know the quality of my videos has been leaving something to be desired, but I'm working on it. I'm just doing something I've wanted to do for a while. It's kind of been, just a dream I've had. Not to be famous or popular or anything, but kind of just to be more confident in myself and more open of a person. So, yeah, I definitely am not one to care about followers or view counts or anything like that. That's not really my main priority. I'm mostly just here for, finding myself, kind of. But yeah, I really want to talk about what you would like me to see me post, just because if I'm going to be posting, well, I really want someone to watch the post. Obviously, that's what being more open is about, is being more open with people. So I kind of just want to see what, more people are into. And obviously, I play games, I draw, Roblox, whatnot. But there's other things, so there's this, for example, just recorded speed paints with me talking over them, and more stuff like that. But I'm just going to talk about myself for a little bit. I don't really know a whole lot about you guys yet to talk about, but, yeah, what's it called? I like drawing. In my opinion, I draw a lot better whenever I have a reference. So, my profile photo, I had a reference for it. This is kind of obviously just a little sketch over of my character. As you can see, I don't follow it exactly. Even though in the beginning you can see me trying to and it just not really working out. Well, when I try to follow it exactly, which is typically why I prefer using references, I don't have to follow them exactly, but they still, get the job done. So yeah, this is obviously, I posed my model for this so I could draw it. And obviously, you can see I'm not really super good whenever I don't have a clear reference, which I'm working on. And I'll post some sketchbook stuff that I've done just so you can see. I've got a lot of different styles. And I was really tired when I was doing this because I really just wanted to make some content and get it posted. I wasn't super concerned with making, quality art. I'll say that, quality art. I have some stuff I'm really proud of, but definitely not open enough to post. So I haven't posted it yet, but it's hyper-realistic art of myself. Obviously, if I was confident enough, I'd post it, but as you can see, I'm speaking through a voiceover and using a 3D model instead of myself. So I'm not quite that open or that confident yet, but kind of working on it. I want to get there one day. So that's what this is kind of about, me just slowly getting out there. So yeah, what's it called? I really do like drawing. I like cooking. I like baking. And I really, really, love 3D models. I don't really watch too many VTubers myself, but I've always seen them and thought that they were very cool. So I've always been like, maybe, that's something that I would want to do, because it looks very cool to me. And yeah, so I'm not the most confident person, but I definitely do think, I could be there one day. So that's why I'm practicing doing this right now. What's it called? I don't really have a script or anything for this, but I have started writing scripts for some sit-down videos. I definitely don't ever want to script anything to say during gameplay. I think that really just takes away from the community value that I want to build with you guys. If I were to script things to say during gameplay, it doesn't feel as personal and as genuine if I were to script what to say while playing games. It also kind of takes away from the fun aspect of the games. While yes, this is a bit of a lazy, this isn't even a finished product. I'm still working on this and definitely gotten further in it by the time you're seeing this video. But I just wanted to get something out, wanted to do something I thought was fun, so that's where this video comes in. As you can see, I love drawing. Well, you can't really see it, but you can see me drawing, so I do love drawing. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. And what's it called? I actually used to do commissions on Amino when I was younger. And, I just really love sharing my art. I really love playing games. And I like to be able to do that, with other people, around other people. So that's why I'm here, trying to share that with you. So definitely, thank you. If you've gotten 6 minutes and 11 seconds into the video, thank you. This is almost 40 minutes worth of me talking about my art and whatnot, so definitely understand if you do not want to stay for this entire thing. I'm not like Markiplier, I'm not like MatPad, I'm not like Jay from the Cub Scouts, I'm not like Koryex Kenshin, so I know that you guys would watch their longer sit down and talk videos and probably not mine until I either get to that point one day or I just have one of you really loyal people who have nothing else to do other than listen to me talk, I guess. But, yeah. So, what's it called? With the summertime coming up, when a lot of people tend to get breaks away, or more breaks away from things, I definitely will be able to post more. And as you can see if you're following my TikTok, which you should definitely go check out at minki VT, or you could search that in the search bar, and you should find it. I'll definitely link it down below too for anyone interested. But I'm going to DreamCon. And while you probably won't know it's me, you will not see a 3D model walking around DreamCon. I will be there. And, if you see me, you won't recognize me, probably, but, I'm gonna try to be more confident there, too. And speaking of DreamCon, I've been trying to get into a lot of their creator workshops. Definitely want to expand my knowledge of the YouTube algorithm and how it works. I definitely want to be able to make videos and make content that people would enjoy. So I'm definitely going to try to get into some of those meetings if I can. Starting with, the YouTube ones, obviously, as this is probably where you're going to be seeing this video. And see if I can get into any other creator workshops. I've already RSVP'd for some other stuff. So I definitely want to see if it's possible for me to find any of the workshops. I've watched a few videos on, social media about how to post on social media. So, I definitely also, just working to better myself and get better equipment for streaming and video making. I definitely want a good mic, good speakers, good webcam, good monitor, good PC. I have all of those things, but I definitely have some entry and beginner level things of all those things, So, definitely just want to get better. Hopefully I find Maizen, like how Markiplier found his in FNAF. It got him to where he was, and he's admitted that several times. And, do I think Roblox or The Sims, or, I've recently started playing some horror games on Steam, and you'll definitely see some of those videos coming out soon, because I know those are very popular right now. And will those be Maizen? They could be Maizen. Don't really know. And also, for anyone watching this video, I'm thinking, like, what am I doing? Art is definitely my hobby, not my profession. It's definitely a passion, not a profession, for me personally, so, yeah. pull together my thoughts about what I'd like to say. Yeah, what's it called? I want to definitely expand in confidence, content stuff. You know, drawing is a passion of mine. Not really like a hobby or anything, but it definitely is something that I'm interested in doing. If you'd be interested in seeing it, you know, it's definitely something that I enjoy doing. And I know I haven't really posted a lot of content like that. If you're a viewer from my TikTok, if you are, hello. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it that you've made it this far. You know, it really means a lot as someone who is trying to gain, you know, notoriety or just be more noticeable. Because I've kind of never been like that before. I've not really been one to be super duper noticeable. So yeah, definitely want to start trying to be, especially during this part of my life. Just want to extend myself a little bit, see how far I can go, learn my boundaries, know where they're at, you know. So back to DreamCon. While you won't know it's me, I'll throw a little head out there. If you find me, I'll give you something. And not something that you'll know, like, oh, this is you. But if you do find me at DreamCon, I will be passing something out. And it's something that a lot of people would be passing out, so it's definitely not something you would notice me from, but who knows if you get something from another person? It could have been for me. I'm definitely signed up to a lot of curator type panels and roundtable discussions because I want to learn more. You know, when you're more silent, the more you learn also. I'm watching the video as I'm doing the voiceover. I just find it's funny how I tried to do the boots part, and then I didn't even end up doing that in the final product. Or not the final product, but it is kind of where I started, like, coming to like an idea of what I wanted my final product to look for. Well, I would have used more shoulders or raw front. You know, for barley before hers and whatnot. And Garver shoulder, and I don't want to edit my layers or clips because I want to be 100% transparent about the level of my art and whatnot. So definitely then use myself as a reference. Just use my model, my girlfriend, a mirror, and try to go from there, from where I wanted. Yeah, and I know my model isn't very, like, garden looking whenever cause, you know, when you call yourself the Pillbug VTuber, you would think this person would have a lot of Pillbug, like, stuff, like theming going on with their VTuber model, but, I like Pillbugs, they're very cute. Maybe this will give off where I'm from, but I call them roly-polies, and I just think they're cute. I know the name Minki, which is Minki. I know that name you might think like some kind of ferret or a mink, the animal, but I knew what that was, but I didn't really put two and two together before somebody told me that hearing my VTuber handle sounded like, you know, I would be like a mink or a ferret inspired animal. So no, I'm not. Sorry to disappoint anyone. I just didn't see too many, you know, people of color in the VTuber scene, and didn't see too many insect-inspired VTubers. And I just wanted to activate, you know, diversity But what there is still what there is just seeing. Man, I have a special project in the works. And so I might post some IRL videos when I finish that special project. It would not bleach my identity, but you would still get IRL videos because of it. So if you already know where this is going, comment down below and let me know what you think it is. If you don't know where it's going, still, comment down below and let me know what you think it is. You might be right. You won't know until then, but... Now, what's evolve? Definitely just want to expand my horizons. Because I know that someone's interested. Someone wants to know. Maybe that someone's you. Let me know down below. You know, if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Hope you had a good day. Or like, grab some snacks. No, don't forget to like and subscribe while you're at it. But yeah, as you can see, as far as drawing goes, I'm okay at it. I'll wear it. Definitely need to improve my anatomy though, because it's rough. But I think I like the way my proportions are. It's kind of unique. Tried to not make my model look too much like a kid, because I already know how she kind of looks like a kid, so I stay away from that, because Zoe told me that, you know, I was venturing off into that direction, so hopefully this is better. Forewarned. Might have thought that before and just didn't say anything. Definitely not that kind of VTuber. No, not me. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about that. And, you know, there's more art I have. I'm just nervous to post it. But I'll definitely post some IRL art. I think that might help me break a little bit more comfortable. Also, I'm eating some candy because I'm nervous, if you're wondering what that noise is. But yeah, what's called my setup right now, Microsoft keyboard, HP monitor, and game tech, mini PC, Nixco web camera, and Skull Candy earbuds with mic. So setup is leaving a bit to be desired, but it works. It's all beginner friendly and it works. So if you can hear me, it works. For I do have a pretty good gaming chair that I got for free, so I'm really proud about that because it's actually really comfy. And it does some stuff too. So that makes me happy that I was able to get this. It's basically like getting, like, you know, you're playing a game and you get, you know, like, you start off with all the beginner stuff, but you use, like, a code. So you just have this random OP item. But it's, like, the most random item ever. Also, another thing, I want to get better at doing braids because, sheesh, I'm watching this now and I'm hot garbage at this. But, hey, that's what happens when it's a hobby, not a profession. When it's a passion. So, yeah, I collect figures, or at least I want to. I have 2 figures. I have a Miku, and I also have, it's evolved. I think it's someone from Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not sure, but I have them. And definitely want to collect more, but as you heard from my setup, also if you heard that part, thank you so much for listening to that part, but if you've heard from my setup as what I have, it's not much. So, yeah, it's cool. I do have a PlayStation 4, definitely not a PS5. A Forder? I definitely cannot. But, Chef, do you want to see Minecraft gameplay? Or anything like that? Let me know. It could happen. And just let me know if you're interested, so comment down below if you're interested in Minecraft gaming. Cool. I'll do it. No qualms about doing it. And this is going to be one of my longer videos on my channel. I definitely think I want to keep things short down to like 20 30 minutes, in 5 to 3, just for something simple, quick to watch, enjoyable to watch. Definitely post a lot of shorts and do streams while, because the streams are really what's going to help me talk to people more and be more open. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, which if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss uploads. I know I sound a little bit loopy saying that, even though if you're watching this video when I post it, I probably only have 3 long videos and some shorts out. So thank you so much for watching all of that if you've watched any of it ever. And thank you so much, really, if you've ever liked anything. But yeah. Just if you want to subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss anything, and, thank you for continuing to watch. Definitely had some setbacks about posting this art just because, didn't know how people were going to react. Obviously, I personally like tube top swimsuits, but I'm not everyone, and again, like I said earlier in this video, some people assumed that my VTuber model was a child or child adjacent, which simply isn't true. That's not true. I'm here to set the record straight that that is not true, and it will never be. I may draw childhood art, but definitely not like this. They will be covered up and respectful. Do not want to post any kind of content pandering toward a certain group of people. If I were to ever draw Minki as a younger version of himself, definitely don't want to do that. So, yeah, Minki's not a child. This is one braid, even though she has 2. This is one braid. For anyone wondering why I didn't draw the second one, I wanted it to be like a one braid at the beach type thing. So, yeah. My gamer setup is, which I'm personally, this is so random, but I'm personally am a PC user. Xbox is cool, and as you guys know, I have a console, but I personally prefer PC for some things and console for other things. Like me, I'm gonna play Minecraft on console, but I'm not gonna play Roblox. Or, I'm not going to play The Sims on console, but PC is for what those are for, and console is what games like Minecraft are for, Minecraft, and also, I think it can go either way. Sometimes games that have quick times events are good on PC, and sometimes games that have quick time events are better on console. It just depends on the kind of game. Like, a game like Rhythm Heaven, I definitely think would be a PC. But if we were playing, like, A Way Out, maybe console, because that's what I've played, the game A Way Out, the prison game. I've played that on console before. I definitely think it's in my experience, as someone who's only played A Way Out on console, I think it's easier. But yeah, I definitely think Roblox and even The Sims are a PC game, not a console game. Comment down below if you don't think that's true, tell me your stance on that. And then I think that, games like Minecraft are console games, Think that, games like GTA are console games. Well, anything can be a console game, and anything can be a PC game, but I just think they work better on console, if that makes sense. It's like, hold on, I'm into Dragon Ball Z, I'm into Avatar, Way of the Water, and the first one, it's 2009 James Cameron Avatar. I'm into, 5 Nights at Freddy's. So those are, I'm into Vocaloid. I'm into Hello Kitty, Kuromi, Sanrio. I'm into just all kinds of things, really. This is also just a video for you guys to get to know me, really, for you guys to know more about the person you're watching. So if you're still watching up to this point, you've got it. You are you are not falling victim to the short-term, brain rot that is fast content or the short-form content. You definitely can sit down and watch a long-form content video, especially if someone's just talking over a voiceover, which I'll give it to you is definitely a strong feat. So you've got it. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, just share that one. Something I've heard before. Minki isn't not a minor. So that's the case with the VTuber model, she's not. And another thing is that, if she is a virtual as a minor, it will be in a respectful way, so you don't have to think too much about it not being. Because I've heard before, so I just want to come out and boast. Yeah, that is not the case. Because I've heard some things about it, which obviously if you go through my post, you'll notice there's not too many comments. But these are just things I've heard and thought myself in person, so yeah. Yeah, I just always thought that I should let that out before that becomes a problem, just real quick. So, yeah, but back to our regular schedule talk about the things that I like in DreamCon. I also like diamond painting. Yes, I do buy the cheap kits on the internet. I just think they're fun. Also, I'm into Lolita fashion, so if you see me at DreamCon, who knows? It could be me. Come say hi. But I also will have to ask no pictures, and if I found out you've taken a picture, I will have to, go about that. So, just if you see me, don't ruin it for everybody. But yeah. Definitely think that, I also, this talk was about me making content that you guys would want to see, but let me know what you guys would want to see. I don't want to make content that nobody wants to see, because the whole point of this is to get to know myself more and get to know people more and be more open. So definitely let me know what you'd like to see. I'm open to suggestions. If that's more drawing, if that's less drawing, more games, if it's equal balance, if it's story times about things that go on in my life, if it's you just want to hear me make an ASMR, talk about whatever you'd want to see me make, let me know. I definitely have things that I want to make that I will do, but I also want your feedback on what you see and what you think I should make. So, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But, well, what's it called? So, I hope that the purpose of, this video has come across to you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think, rather that be, even if that's a hate comment. That's notoriety that I didn't have before. You done enough to hate, so definitely look out for the second part of this video where I probably do some more talking, and I also start doing more line art and starting to, maybe color line art. Honestly, I go through a lot of different sketching phases, as you can see, because this is a sketch. The final piece of this is a sketch, even though this was, nearly 40 minutes of me just sketching out what I wanted to draw. So, yeah, definitely just know that, the face is honestly for memes right now. It's gonna look a lot closer to my profile photo and or the model. I'm not sure yet what style I want to go towards. Definitely hyperrealism is more my thing, but I want to try doing something else for a change, because hyperrealism is cool and all, and if I get permission from the people who I've drawn hyper-realistically, I'll post those. If not, you'll definitely see some videos on me drawing something hyper-realistically, whether that be just some fruit or something. But yeah, if I get permission from them, then I'll post theirs. But if they don't want that on the internet, or they don't want that associated with this channel or any of my social media pages, then I will not post their stuff out of respect for them and their privacy. So yeah, definitely just wanted to share some thoughts I had about the future. I know my posting schedule and streaming schedule is kind of irregular. Bro, anything comment-wise is good. Even if you're just commenting to say you hate the art, I'm still gonna thank you for being here this long and listening, to everything I had to say. So, if you're a dream Connor to me, see you there. If you're not, still, hope you have, a good day. Hope you have a good evening, a good afternoon, whatever time it is for you right now. I hope your life is flourishing. I want to come up, late when Corey Kisha Sylvia, I'd come up with something to say. I want to come up with something to say, Mark Flyer, Matt, Pat, Grace, Kinchin, and Jay from Cub Scouts still have their sayings. If you couldn't tell, those are some of my favorite YouTubers, some inspiration behind why I do what I do. So let's come up with something. One of these videos, I'll say something and I'll just start painting it on my other ones. But I don't think I'll do that right now. Maybe when I'm a little bit more confident, I'll start. But as you can see, I'm so bad at anatomy, I'm trying to figure out how to draw some cheeks. Which is never a sentence I think I'd say, but here I am saying it. I definitely am trying to figure it out, because I don't know, really. I can tell. I have not painted the background, but it's just going to be a beach. If you couldn't already tell, just based on the outfit. And I kind of gave up on the, fur boots at the beach, so I'm going to turn them into, if you ever seen those, fluffy boots, like covered in a fur, or if you've ever seen the moon boots that have fur on them. That was kind of my thought on those. I was going to definitely shape them out in one of my final sketches, make a little more sense, but I just decided against it, because I was like, it's the beach. It's gonna be awkward. So I just didn't do that. Instead, I just decided to go a bit light, even though I'm not good at drawing deep. So, yeah. And if you are trying to wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to make the body look more adult-like. Because I definitely wanted to get ahead of the allegations and beat them before they happened. Minki, which is M-I-N-K-I, is not a kid. It's not a child. Is an OC, not a stand-in for me. So, yeah, just to get ahead of that before it even happens. That is Monkey Case. But yeah, there's, 5-6 minutes left. So I think I'm gonna leave it here and just enjoy the speed paint. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what Jeff say, and I want other people to share too. So don't forget to do all those things, and don't forget, I love you all very much. I want you all to succeed, and I hope you're all doing well, having a good evening, day, night, or afternoon. See you all here.